Yeah, Sam getting some of the blame for that, for going too quickly in the wet conditions, but equally, you know, the Toyota clearly doing exactly the same thing. And we've got the KCMG car, unfortunately, missing the whole front end, and that's not a place that you want to see that. But the driver, okay, are moving around inside that car, place to go off. And what's he done?
Ooh, how did all that happen?
Now that's a consequence of using that very grippy, high grip tarmac.
James Collado, I think, finally starting to believe that they're going to win this class
today.
Yeah, just that the way he looked up there, almost you could hear the sigh of relief.
It's not over until it's over.
Yeah.
You know, you just need to ask Toyota that about Le Mans victory that was on the last lap after 24 hours, where they stopped right in front of the start and finish line. But it's not going to be this for the two Porsches in the LMP1 category coming down. Oh my goodness!
Do not do that on the final lap. That could have been victory going Toyota's way. They, I'm sure, felt it was under control. However, it is a Porsche 1-2 at the Circuit of the Americas. There is our GT Pro winner.
Fries has got traffic. Fries has got traffic, I think.
Not too much, hopefully. It'll be the Inception Racing Porsche. We will see the Toyotas win, and we will then go back to look for our LMP2 battle. There's Fries, and there is Blomqvist behind him. It's going to be one of the closest finishes. He weaves through traffic and takes it by 2 car lengths.
7/10 of a second. 7/10 of a second. That was borderline.
Wow.
That was
Joy
breathtaking
and
stuff.
heartbreak.
But given the chance, he'll definitely go for it.
Side by side here, and that was more than side by side. 31 and the 10, and that's the 31 having made him. Oh no! Oh, that was so close. That was so close.
So round the outside, there was room for it there, but then it's just unsighted. It's just, it's always so difficult to try and go round the outside of it.
There might have been quite significant damage here for this number 10. There's already damaged the rear of the car, and there's more damage there.
Yeah, you need in that kind of manoeuvre, like a karting style move, you need full compliance of the driver and awareness of the driver you've just sent down the inside of.
It's that moment.
It's the unsafe rejoin in a way, isn't it? I think we have most of the issue with.
Sort of starting to creep away from Kevin Estre.
Yeah, the natural
is he making the tyre work better, or is it just he's got clear air?
The natural speed advantage of the Ferrari is still there, of course, compared to the Porsche, who's been struggling all weekend. In many ways, that car has no right to be in the position that it is at the moment. And the driver trio has done such a fantastic job so far this race today. So that's why Kobayashi is putting so much pressure on, and that's why Pierre Guidi, luckily for him, he's got the Porsche there that's in second place on the better tyres, and the medium tyres working better in these conditions. If it was a Toyota or anyone else that's had more speed, like a BMW has had more speed this weekend, he'd be under serious pressure right now.
Meanwhile, the lead group hits the first group of LMGT3 traffic, and this could throw something into the mix at this stage.
Always does, doesn't it? And it also starts to jiggle up the LMGT3 order as well. Looking at the 54 Ferrari.
Oh dear! That was
massive
close.
lock-up.
Wow, I thought that was going to be a crash. I don't know how Estre was able to lift off out of that and not cause contact with the Ferrari GT car. Sorry for butting it. I just thought we were about to see a T-bone there into Rivata 1. How on earth? Look, threading between two cars, a lock-up, and I tell you what saved him, the Ferrari's awareness. Yep. Whoever was in that GT car, who is that?
That was 54
Davide Rigon.
Wow, Rigon, hats off to you, my friend. That was some reaction, because I think many other drivers would have turned in there. Look at this, through the inside one way, to the inside the other way, and that's just, I don't know how there wasn't contact. Yeah, they see it as well. Make no mistake how tough it is for them to see a train of cars going through all the time. We see a GT car actually off through Eau Rouge, probably as a result of traffic.
And no surprise to see that the GT cars are now racking up track limits infractions as they get shoved off wide. On board again with the number 15 BMW. Look at the speed as he has to take to the grass. That was Martin Berry going by Ben Keating in the yellow Corvette. Berry suddenly sees the danger but nearly shuts the door on the Peugeot, and that's where the big accident happened last year.
It is exactly what I was talking about. You know, the bronze drivers are at absolute max capacity. It's hard enough for them anyway to drive a lap with the car on the edge, let alone with these hypercars buzzing all around them.
It's in a battle for position with Ben Keating. You know, it's kind of, you've got to have several sets of eyes, I'm afraid.
And in that happening, it allowed the BMW to leapfrog into the position that he was in. So he's still there hanging on to the back of them and putting a bit of pressure on as they come up to the next round of GT3 traffic. So it's a fascinating one where I feel like the Ferrari is just slow in the wrong places on the track as Hardwick here looks to the inside and the Peugeot just slips through. The BMW does as well, but on the grass. And here comes Giovinazzi. Wow.
Well, Giovinazzi's got a good run here because of the BMW going wide, lost a bit of speed. Don't think it's close enough, but did close in as a result of that wide moment for the BMW. That was heart-in-the-mouth moment.
And it was well spotted in the truck that there was a late lunge from Ryan Hardwick in the Porsche that actually moved him up to 4th place ahead of Darren Leung in that McLaren.
Meantime, by the way, as we're looking at the McLaren pit stop for the Heart of Racing team after just dropping out of the lead, and Ian James' time is over. Watch this again.
And just look at the BMW. Kicks up. That's the second time this race we've seen a BMW have to take to the grass. Less dramatic than the first one, but it's becoming a recurring theme. This is what it looked like on board. Do you go for it? Yeah, easy.
What, do you go for it? It's Robin Fries. How's that even a question?
It's just not fast enough around this track.
Yeah, that's what it boils
It's
down
nothing
to.
to do with balance of performance. Ooh.
Very lively here. Look, the Aston Martin Valkyrie almost up against the barrier, bouncing back towards tarmac, skimming the guardrail. Wow, that was quite a moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely hard. And he's there. It looked like the grass was actually dragging him
to the barrier,
and he was trying to get off the grass.
He didn't actually touch it, did he?
No.
It did look like, but I was just expecting that at one moment when you're going over grass like that. It's not a perfectly straight affair, and it's just at some point you can often see the cars just suddenly take a huge jump and bodywork goes, that's what I was expecting, bodywork go flying, but so lucky that that particular part of grass was flat enough that he lives to fight another day and the car seems to be all right. But
rough speed at that part of the racetrack.
Oh, 180 miles an hour or more.
Excellent. Good news in the booth is we've lost pictures. So that's always good fun. Meanwhile, here comes the 51 Ferrari down the inside of 99. That is for position. And in the points, Antonio Giovinazzi up to 8th place now.
This could be a very big run at this point in the race for the 51 car, which, let's be blunt, was absolutely nowhere an hour ago. All of a sudden, big points loom.
This is Jovi with a brand new Ferrari contract in his pocket, taking none of that nonsense from the Porsche.
While we're watching this on board again, Darren, to the pit wall. Oh, grief.
That's as close as you can be squeezed.